Welcome back to 3 News at 4. We're always grateful to have you with us here. You know, today it is 1 year after the terrorist organization Hamas led a coordinated attack on Israel. It was also the deadliest day for Jewish people since the Holocaust. And anti-Semitism has reached new extremes in the U.S., including right here in Northeast Ohio.
3 News investigative reporter Peter Fleischer uncovers the really shocking numbers that highlight hatred is on the rise. And he also speaks with one local student who is determined to work towards a better future.
Adam Saar is a junior at Case Western Reserve University. The son of Israeli parents who raised him in New York State, he's the founder and president of the Jewish Student Union. He's poured so much of himself into life at school, but today, walking around campus, his heart is somewhere else.
Israel is my home. I would not be here without it.
For the last year, since the Hamas attack on October 7th, 2023, Saar has felt like his home and his people are under attack.
I've certainly felt like there's been a target on my back at times.
Amid the ongoing protests and encampments, Saar says the level of hatred and violence is shocking in a way that he's never seen before. Within the last month alone, Jewish students at the University of Michigan and the University of Pittsburgh have reportedly been targets of physical violence.
Jewish students on every campus feel under attack, feel like they have to defend their community, defend themselves, prioritize their safety.
It's impacting people across our communities. And so when we see this rise in anti-Semitism, it doesn't just affect the Jewish community, it affects everyone.
Kelly Fishman, regional director for the Anti-Defamation League, says data from across the country can put Saar's fears into real, tangible numbers.
We've really seen numbers skyrocket, especially since post-October 7th.
According to the FBI, hate crimes against Jewish Americans increased by more than 63% in 2023. The ADL also keeps its own count of anti-Semitic incidents. By their numbers, there were more than 8,800 incidents of assault, harassment, and vandalism, the most since they started tracking data in 1979, and the region in and around Northeast Ohio saw an even larger increase.
We saw a 250% increase in anti-Semitic incidents, which is even higher than the national increase.
People feel emboldened to not just say mean things, but to do awful things to members of our community.
Jason Wooliger, chair of the Government Relations Committee for the Jewish Federation of Cleveland, sees firsthand the impact on families across the Northeast Ohio area.
There's fear about what the future is going to look like. We see it in every aspect of Jewish life.
Less than a week before the anniversary of October 7th, conflict in the Middle East only escalated when Iran launched nearly 200 missiles into Israel. For many, it's difficult to see a path to peace in Israel's short-term future. Yet, during this time of the high holy holidays, local Jewish leaders remain resilient.
We will overcome what's going on right now, and we will come out the other side stronger than ever before.
Saar is the youngest of them all, and yet he approaches the issue with measured perspective.
No side is perfect. There isn't a good or an evil. Simply a lot of humans who are stuck in a cycle of vitriol and hate and fear.
1 year after the tragic attack on October 7th, he hopes the days ahead will build bridges rather than burn them.
And the only outcome that really benefits us all is to seek to understand each other.
The ADL just released a new report within the last week describing how anti-Semitism has risen. The group says they're particularly alarmed by both extremist far-right hate groups growing emboldened in our area, as well as younger generational support for terrorist organizations that has only increased over the last year. To find that information and more details, you can click this story on our website, WKYC.com. Matt?
Okay, Peter Fleischer in the newsroom for us. Thank you.